We are privileged to have Minister Selma. And so as she comes up, let's give it up for her. Minister Selma is going to be blessing us with spoken word.
In me your hands. You call for light out of darkness, and you don't need a man to be the God you are. You have chosen to call me your I was the girl who whispered about, the one with too many flaws, the one with too much pain, the one with too much darkness in her eyes. I carried rejection like skin, I wore shame like perfume. Every mistake became my identity, every fall became a name they called me. Too broken, too weak, too far gone, and maybe they were right, because I was drowning in versions of myself that even I could not recognize anymore. I was chaff, blown away by the winds of life, empty, fragile, worthless in the eyes of the world. But then, Jehovah stepped in. Not when I was perfect, not when I had everything together, not when I finally looked holy enough, no. He found me in the dust of my coming, on the threshing floor of life, and with his winnowing fork in his hand, he began separating me from what was never meant to stay. The fear, the brokenness, the self-hate, the voice that told me I was never going to matter. He filtered me through grace, filtered me through mercy, filtered me through love I didn't deserve, but yet he gave freely. And suddenly, the girl who once begged for acceptance is now a daughter seated in the presence of the king. I am no longer chaff. I am gathered carefully into his band, chosen, protected, loved intentionally. See, God did not just save me, he rebuilt me. The pain made me pray. The rejection made me depend on him. The breaking made room for becoming. Now look at me, not basking in my own strength, but basking in the overwhelming love of Jehovah. I walk differently now, not because life became easy, but because I know whose daughter I am. I am a daughter of Jehovah, carried by grace, refined by fire, woven by purpose, and loved intentionally by heaven itself. And if God can take chaff like me and still call me worthy, then no life is too real for redemption. Because on the threshing floor, God does not throw away what the world gave up on. He harvests, He cleanses, He keeps, and He calls His own. And I am not standing here today because I am strong. I am standing because God refused to leave me weak. I am not speaking as someone that has always had a perfect life. I am speaking as evidence that the grace of God can find you wherever you are. So listen to me carefully. If you feel forgotten, if you feel dirty from your mistakes, if you feel like life has tossed you around like chaff in the winds, there is still room for you in God's hands. Because the God who filtered me can filter you too. Some of you are weak, but you're still wearing husks. Anointed, but still attached to what God told you to share. and you're wondering why the wind isn't lifting you. It's because the wind only lifts what has been stretched. The tap has to go, the breaking has to go, the sin has to go, the gossip has to go, the I'm fine when I'm bleeding has to go. Because God doesn't anoint what's power, but He anoints what's surrendered. Matthew 3 verse 12 tells us that His winnowing fork is in His hand, and He will clear His threshing floor, gathering His wheat into the barn, and burning up chaff with unquenchable fire. When God filters you, you do not come out empty. You do not come out the same. You come out refined. You come out loved. You come out as the best version of yourself. And one day, you too will stand in front of people and say, I was lost. But then God